I'm excited about everybody getting a chance to see the show.
I'm excited as well. I've been looking forward to this project for a very long time.
Feel good.
Now, how much of young Kanan do you see in yourself on the show?
Well, it's loosely based on me. I see some of my neighborhood. I see some of the things, little things about my life in it. You know, so, but it's loosely based, though. It's not me. It's a character.
Now, I love also the aesthetic of the show. We're getting back to the 1990s.
Yeah.
Now, how did you and everyone else get to prepare making those scenes to make it look like it's the 1990s?
You know, it's a whole process. You gotta make sure every car is from 1990 at the same time. We could have shot this in another city. We didn't have to shoot it in New York. We could have came to shoot New York exteriors because you have to make everything look like it's 1990. We could have did that, scheduled it, and did it a little different. But the show is actually shot here in New York, so it's cool.
Was it difficult for the casting process?
Some parts of it, yeah. We got some really good actors in the show. Like, you know, we got Patina Miller. She's like a Tony Award-winning actress. You know what I'm saying? You got Joy Badass, just won an Oscar. You know, like the timing is amazing. The stars are lining up. You got Omar Epps, you got Makai Curtis. So you're gonna get a chance to run into some of them tonight while you're out tonight.
My final question for you, which is not related to the show. Do you think we'll ever see you in a versus battle?
In the versus battle? Probably not. Probably not. So we back outside. So that was something that happened during the pandemic when we were stuck in the house. Now that we back outside, there's other things to do. Like,
yeah,
we're supposed to be creating new history, not being back there with the.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
The spinoff right after Power, but I'm just out here to support the rest of the Power fam. I'm super excited. I heard so many great things about it, and I'm just excited to support the homies.
We were on Power Book 2 Ghosts. You got to work with Mary J. Blige. What was that experience like?
Man, I always want to know what the experience like is working with me. You know what I mean? Nah, but for real though, Mary is great. She's great. She's a great person. She's been in the game so long, so she comes in, she knows her shit, you know, and I just like learning from the greats, man. So I'm extremely blessed. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also a lot of violent scenes that you had to do in that show as well. So how do you prepare for all of that?
Oh man, you just got to do it, bro. You just got to do it, man. You can't even really think about it. You start thinking about it, then it falls apart. But I know somebody like the character that I play, so it's kind of easier to dive into that character.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, I love the outfit you got here. So tell me who designed it.
Come on, man. Listen, this whole thing. Shout out to my guy, Mickey. Like, he did his thing. Like, this is what he does, bro. He's so dope. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Man, thank you so much.
So when I found out about Raising Kanan, I was super excited because 50 is the greatest. And just to see more about that character is like super, super dope to me. So Makai is going to do great. I'm so excited to see his performance. And Courtney Kip is a boss. I am so happy about this.
Now, since this show takes place in the 1990s, what are some of your favorite memories of the 1990s?
So I was born in 96. I was a little late to the party, but I do remember so much about the 90s. It had such a swag to me, such a feel-good vibe. My favorite was Aaliyah. I loved Aaliyah so much. And just the fashion, you know, the baggy jeans with the crop top, the effortless sexiness. I really, really love that about the 90s. And I bring it with me still all the time. Baggy jeans, okay, and butterfly clips, all that.
This is the first episode's premiering tonight. What can fans expect from the first episode?
Oh my gosh, crazy twists and turns, meeting some dope characters because I know Raising Kanan, you know, they haven't met the characters yet and they are killing it. They are some very, very talented actors, so it's gonna be good.
My final question for you, were there any scenes that you had trouble filming with?
A part of me being on Ghost, we definitely do some crazy action. So that's, I'd say, probably the most challenging part for me is just, you know, action-packed scenes with weapons or fighting because I'm not, you know, experienced with that at all. I can't say I like fight and use weapons. So like, it's dope learning though. It's dope learning like the movements and aggression. It's super dope.
Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you enjoyed the event today.
Thank you.
It's hot out here, but I'm good.
You know, the relationship between yourself and Tariq has been quite good, from my opinion. How did you and the actor build that bond together?
I don't know, me and Mike just really, it was funny because season 5 we didn't really say much to each other. I just had a couple scenes, and then when I came back for season 6, I don't know, something just happened where we just immediately just like clicked, and we started hanging out off set, and then now he's like one of my best friends in the world. So yeah, me and Mike just clicked. We just started, I don't know, we started talking about like cars and girls, and we're like, oh, and then we just kind of, you know, had that bond.
Now, what can we expect for season 2 of Power Book?
I mean, it's crazy. Like, I know everyone says that about their show. It's crazy, but like, this is on another level. Like season 1, I was like, wow, okay. Season 2, I'm like, we really brought it this season. So we're on like 9 right now. We got this one, next one, and then we're done. So, yeah.
You know that one scene where the character had you out there on the corner along with the brother, that was kind of hard to watch. So how did you and everyone else prepare for that scene?
That was my favorite scene of the entire season. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of, you get thrown in. I essentially got thrown into that situation. So I didn't prepare much because I'm like, I want to be thrown into the situation. So for me, I don't do much like prep where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this here, because then it's not organic to me as an actor. Where I'm like, no, I'm just gonna play off my other actors and see what happens. So yeah, I literally just jumped right into it, and that was probably my favorite night of Power so far. So, and I love Woody, man, and the character Kane, he's one of my favorite characters too. So yeah, it was great.
What do you think would have happened if your character would have met Kanan on original Power?
Would have met Kanan?
Would have.
Oof. I don't know. See, Kane, the interesting thing about Kane is like he sees value in people, like he saw value in Tariq. So I honestly, I think that he would use me in a sense like he used Tariq, that I could be valuable to him, which obviously you see like I can be valuable to Tariq as well. So yeah, I honestly think Kanan, believe it or not, we'd get along.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
And my final question for you, since this show takes place in the 1990s, raising Kanan, what is your favorite memories about the 1990s, or what is your favorite thing about the 90s?
I don't know. I was born in '96, so I don't really have many memories of the '90s. But obviously, like I love '90s culture, like '90s hip hop. Like I still listen to all that. So I would definitely say the music. Like the music was probably the best.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking time to speak with me.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
What's going to be the major story we're going to see for this series?
I think the biggest thing, honestly, is like it's the exploration of a teenager who's trying to figure it out, who's being raised in a single-parent home, who's awkward, like we all are when we're teenagers, you know, because we all know the monster that Kanan grew to be. But exploring this kid's innocence is a real interesting journey. So I'm excited for people to check this out.
How much of the bond between yourself and the actor have been built between filming the series and talking about the scripts of the series?
Oh yeah, I mean we build our bonds naturally. It's all organic, you know what I mean? A lot of these cats are younger than me, so I always try to drop a jewel when I can, you know what I mean, and give them some food for thought, you know what I mean? Because this is a marathon, it's not a sprint in terms of building this career. So it's all love. Like it's been all love on the set.
How much danger we're going to see your character get into?
Oh well, Howard is like, you know, Detective Howard is like he's from the streets, but he's NYPD, and he's in the middle of everything, and then he gets his power ripped away from him. So, you know, in the first season, it's like, how does he try to regain that? And that makes him super dangerous, because how far is he willing to go to do that?
My final question for you. You was on This Is Us on a previous season working with Sterling K. Brown. What was that experience like for you?
That was beautiful, doing This Is Us, you know, working with Sterling K. Brown, who I think is brilliant. Just the whole cast and crew over there, they just welcomed me with open arms, and obviously it's an amazing show. So I was just blessed to have that opportunity to sort of, it's almost like jumping onto a speeding train.
Right.
But that's, you know, that's what I did. That's what I tried to do. So I jumped on the train and rode for a few, and, you know, it was a beautiful experience.
Thank you so much for your time today. I've been really looking forward to the series.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Just out here to connect with people who have been interested in the show and just say thank you, really. That's why I'm here.
You know, it's a good day that this is coming out because fans are finally going to see this other side of the Power universe for the first time. So what do you think fans would expect when they watch it?
I think when people watch it, man, they're going to definitely connect with the story of the family, the loyalty, and they're going to get a quick shot of what they can expect from the other episodes, man. So I think they'll feel the energy of us.
What's the favorite episode you've been part of so far, without giving too much away?
One of my favorite episodes is probably episode 8. And I think the audience is going to be able to see the core of Marvin, how much he cares about his family. So I'm gonna say episode 8.
Do you think we'll see Marvin get into a lot of sticky situations on the show?
Oh, every episode Marvin is something crazy. Every episode Marvin is crazy. I'm telling you.
Oh, boy, I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for your time today.
Appreciate you. Thank you, man.
No problem. This is feel to be on the show.
Oh, it's fantastic. I was a big Power fan before this, and being from London, you know, it's a huge show out there. So it's fantastic to be part of this universe, and I think we got something really cooking here in Raising Kanan.
What's your favorite episode you've been part of since shooting it?
Ooh, that is a great question. Might be episode 7.
Really?
Yeah, where 5 is great too. No, I have to go with 5. 5 is tremendous. There's going to be something. There's a lot of twists and turns. It's like all the Powers, but we've got something cooking here that I think everyone's going to enjoy.
Now, going back to the original series of Power, which are some of the favorite characters you enjoyed watching?
I mean, Ghost. That's my go-to guy. Listen, I'm giving him a little something here with a beard, you know, and an homage, if you like, to Omari Hardwick. No, it was a fantastic cast all around. I think that they did a tremendous job with that, and they built a foundation that we stand on here today. So it's great that I can be a part of this, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the fans think.
Now, what do you think fans' expectations will be after watching the first episode?
Oh, they're going to be tied in right from the get-go. And let me tell you something. Episode 2, they're not going to want to let go. So tune in, guys. You're going to be hooked.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
And so how are you feeling watching the show?
How am I going to feel watching the show? I'm going to feel ecstatic, brother. You know, there's a lot of hard work that we put into this. You know, many months of filming, so I'm just excited to see it all ready to be shown to the world. Yeah.
Now, after watching the first episode, what do you think fans would expect from the rest of the series?
They're gonna expect that it's better than Power. It's a promise. It's a promise, brother.
Now, you're also working on music right now, so tell me your upcoming music projects.
Yeah, I got the new album I'm working on right now coming real soon. Just stay tuned. I know a lot of my fans been real patient. It's coming.
Now, who are some artists you would like to work with in the future?
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
Hell yeah.
First one that comes to mind?
Daft Punk. Punk Daft. Trying to make an electronic album one day.
So would you, one day within the next maybe few years or so, would you want to get into acting full time?
I mean, I would say we'll see what happens. You know, music is my first love, but acting is something that I enjoy doing, so we'll see what happens. I think I've been doing a pretty good job for myself, so. Yeah.
Now, my final question for you, do you have any of your favorite memories on set?
Any of my family members on set?
No, favorite memories.
Favorite memories on set? Probably every day. You know what I mean? The whole cast, the whole set, everybody is just so great. You know what I mean? It's just great energy. So every day showing up to set, showing up to work was really like fun. You know what I'm saying? So
we're making it through a good day.
It's hot here too. Yeah, we are making it. We definitely are.
So how does it feel to be on the Power Raising Kanan?
It feels incredible. It feels really incredible. I mean, here we are, being able to introduce these whole new characters to the universe. It's wonderful. I feel so blessed to be a part of the show.
Now, what's your favorite episode you've been part of since filming last year?
I mean, all of them. It's really good. It's really good. I can't pick an episode. Obviously 10 because 10 is everything. But every one of them, every one of our episodes is really edge of your seat, good TV.
What kind of things will see your character go through?
You're going to see Raquel go through a lot of things. It starts off in a great place, as they all do, and things just get really horrible from there. Kanan is 15. He's curious about what his mom is doing. Raquel is running the game, doing a lot. She wants to be the only one in town, and she will stop at nothing to get that, but also her son is causing problems for her in that world. So you'll see sort of like the consequences of things that happen. The whole thing is reaping what you sow, a lot of secrets, and there's a lot of good stuff going to come out of these 10 episodes.
Now, being that the show takes place in 1991, what are some of your favorite 90s culture or 90s memories?
Well, I would say I remember, so a lot of the early 90s, I remember I was obsessed with my cousins because that's when like girl groups, SWV, Escape, all my cousins, my big girl cousins, they all wanted to be girl groups. So I just remember them, the talent shows, going with them to talent shows, singing like Week, you know what I mean, Week, and all the songs from Escape, and just watching them and wanting to do that. You know, so yeah, that was a great memory.
My final question for you: were there any scenes that you found difficult filming?
You're not about to go into it. You'll just have to watch the show.
Now we're going to find out today.
Yes, you are.
Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely, thank you.
You are welcome.